This central pencil line is all the bonnet maker needs to guide him during the stamping of the louvres. Once the first one has been stamped out, each successive louvre is inserted using the previous one as a guide, resting against a template. Usually the bonnet maker counts aloud as successive louvres are inserted, with an apprentice operating the fly press.
That apprentice was John Bishop, who joined in 1985 as an apprentice. John, do you remember those days?
Vividly, yes.
Yeah. What was it like being an apprentice?
You were always pushed and pulled around because you were always the youngest in sort of thing. But you got a lot of respect, you know, and you had a lot of respect for the older blokes as well, sort of thing. But
You fascinated me watching you make bonnets in 2002 when I was remaking Handmade. And I think the aero bonnet is special to you, isn't it?
I started, you know, right from the embryo stage of development with the aero bonnet. You know, I pushed it through from the word go, really. You know, the car was developed by Chris Lawrence and the team over there, sort of thing. But yeah, I was just allowed to run with it, basically, and I made the first prototype, and it just went from there, really.
In terms of what you're doing today, I mean, I always think of you as John the Bonnet Maker. Do you find it more challenging doing the skinning of a car to doing something bespoke like a bonnet?
There's an element of bespokeness to this. You know, anything which has got a handmade element to it is bespoke, because at the end of the day, nothing is the same twice. You know, even putting a press panel on, they will all fit slightly differently, because you're going onto a handmade wooden frame for a start off.
Would you say it's still hand skill based, or?
Yes, very much so. But it has changed. You know, we've got a lot of laser cut panels come in, and a lot of press panels come in now. But it's the combination between the two. It's the new technologies and still using the old hand building technology, hand building skills, I should say. So I think, you know, side by side sort of thing, and the combination is right. As a company, I feel we had to sort of move forward and embrace a lot of the new technologies for economic reasons, you know, more than anything else. Like, you know, and it's, you know, it gives a lot more flexibility to the company to be able to go into new markets and produce more cars as well. Yeah.
But you still prefer using hand snips rather than powered snips? I've seen other people use powered snips.
Yes, well, we do use both, but predominantly we're still using hand snips for, you know, for actual panel work and bonnets and
hand snips by choice.
To be honest, it's better. You know, electric nibblers and things like that, they're okay to a degree, but the accuracy level is not anywhere near as good as somebody with a pair of snips in their hands and using their eyes.
So is it pretty fair to say that since 1989, that's when you finished your apprenticeship, about 5 bonnet makers? That means a 1 in 5 chance of anybody who owns a car from 1989 to current date, 1 in 5 chance that you made the bonnet on that car.
Yeah, it's probably higher than that, to be honest, because there was myself and Barry White who initially trained me back in '85 and got me on the road of bonnet making, sort of thing. You know, for many, many years it was just me and Barry.
So we've had 24 years you've been at the factory.
Yeah.
You got another 24 years in you, do you think?
I hope so. I hope so. I love it. I love it. I love the element of seeing people coming in and seeing their faces. You know, that often people will save all their lives to own one of these, and the magic involved in that when they actually finally come to pick their car up or come and watch it being made, there's something else. That is job satisfaction you cannot buy, and it's job satisfaction which very few places have nowadays, sadly. And,
well, John Bishop, thank you very much indeed.
You're welcome.